Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, May 4th. Yep, I'm kind of a Star Wars nerd, so may the 4th be with you. All right, let's take a look and see what we have going on this morning. You can see this is the SPY pre-market. We were, kind of cruising along, nothing too exciting, and then boom, took this little bit of a leg down here. Potentially on the news about Chinese military aircraft. Nanda posted that here this morning, so could be that. There's, who knows. But anyway, this is what we are looking at here this morning. A little bit of a pullback. We're down below the 8, but, that's okay. We're still, above that 20. We'll look potentially for a touchback here to the 20. I think our initial support level is going to be right about, so on the futures, 41.57-ish. Let me see. I'm just using some of this volume profile for this. Yeah, so we'll say 41.57 would be the initial support level there before coming down and touching that the 20. All right. Oil is making a nice move here in the futures. We are in XLE. I have not set a sell on that yet. I'm going to see how it opens up and kind of monitor it from that perspective. But again, having a sell in for a 10%, it's always a great way to go. Go ahead and grab those gains, at least on part of it. All right, let's hop into a few charts. There's actually have quite a few on my list from yesterday. They kind of carried over that I saw. Oh, excuse me. But let's start with Harley Davidson. So this name reported, and it has done well, did this very nice climb up. And then took just a little bit of a rest here. Didn't even tap the 8 yesterday and gave us really no decision here yesterday. A little bit of a doji candle there. Looking for the move back through yesterday's close through 48.68, or we can just go ahead and call that through 49. I like this for the move back up to test the high and potentially a breakout there. So on HOG, I'm watching the 6/18, so that's the June 18th, 50 on HOG. Well, UPS, let's just take a quick look at UPS. Holy Toledo, right? Yes. UPS cruising right along. FedEx, definitely lagging behind UPS, but look at this. We had this trend line that we drew in quite a while ago. We've talked about this name a few times, and we've definitely talked about UPS several times. So look at this. We closed above. We took a break. Yesterday, we gapped up above that line. Not a gap up above the candle, but a gap up above that line and pushed really nicely. Put in some extra volume. So what I'm looking for on FDX is maybe a little bit of a break, a little pullback in this morning. And then the entry signal would be through the close of yesterday. So that would be at 304.55. On FTX, I'm watching the June 18th, 310. I know, I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Sherman, man, he's trying to kill me. Okay, so that is FDX. McDonald's cruised right along, had earnings, opened up the day after earnings, pulled all the way back in. And so now looking for the reversal or the bounce here off of that 3. I like anything above yesterday's close. Yesterday's close is at 235.56. You'll notice a lot of times I use the close versus the whole candle, whether it be top side or low side. So if you're looking at like an entry and I don't give you a specific target, pick your target. If you like just the close, or if you like to include the wick on that. A lot of times on the close, a lot of times for the entry signal, I like to pick the close. Then I go look at it and decide whether or not it's something I want to get into, and maybe it's already through the wick at that point. Okay, sorry, little side note. Anyway, McDonald's watching the 618 240s on this, and this was definitely Skylar's pick of the day. He loves McDonald's, or as he says, McDonald's. I don't know why he calls it that. Centene, this one caught my eye yesterday. We dropping volume off after this big push down post earnings, and now making a really nice reversal. Closed right at that 50. We did touch the 20. So this morning I'm looking for a move through the 50, and again, watch it through to see how it reacts with that 20. Or more conservatively, you can wait until we move above that 20. This red line, this point of control line, that's really kind of the key, and you can see that that matches up nicely there with the 50. So on CNC, it is the 618.65 that I will be watching. One I liked yesterday afternoon, Twitter. Well, do I like Twitter? You know, it came back here really close to that 200. And then we found out that Kathy Wood bought into it. You know, and no, was it Twitter that she bought into? No, it was Elliott Management who bought into Twitter, I guess. And I think Kathy Wood did too, but that was earlier. Okay, anyway, not the point. Look at this move back up away from the 200, back into the previous day post earnings drop. Like this for the continued reversal. Love it to get into this gap. I'm really a fan of it here over the 56.50. And on those, I'm going to watch the 618.60s on those. Again, looking for a move into the gap and through the gap on Twitter. It had a lot of activity yesterday. A lot of that activity, though, was just for this Friday's expiration. So be cautious with that one. Lastly, CCJ. Well, I have a couple others I'm going to just run through. But CCJ here, look at this volume it put in yesterday. Big old candle brought us up above some previous resistance here, looking for a move. Now, we do have earnings on this, and about a month ago, we saw just ridiculous volume go through on CCJ on several days. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I wouldn't hold it through earnings, but a play maybe into those earnings, I think, is what I'm looking for, and then watch to see what's coming out in those earnings. Maybe somebody knows something, because somebody always does. All right, so the CCJ 618.20s here. Now, I am in XLE, which is the ETF for energy, but some of these other names look really good. XOM looks really good. CVX, and I believe FANG reported this morning, so don't forget those names can kind of move in unison. FANG, not really doing anything exciting. It's sitting at 84.50, but these names are looking pretty decent here. And again, I am in XLE from yesterday on a swing trade. Okay, and HD is one that we have been commenting on. Nice push up, had this nice little, I'm going to call that like a tablespoon looking thing there. And they do have earnings coming up, but low, lag behind here this morning. Looks like we're going to use that 20 to move up and along. Now again, earnings coming up on this, but this, I like this little area for entry and really like it here over $200.47 on low. So take a look at that one. Okay, that is it for me this morning. I hope you have an awesome Star Wars day. And again, may the 4th be with you. Yep, I know, totally corny, and it's okay. All right, have an awesome day.